several reasons why you might want to homeschool for free, whether it's saving money or you're still deciding on your final curriculum choices. That being said, there are so many free resources for homeschooling, so I'm gonna go ahead and list a bunch of them for you here, as well as linking them in the description below, and then I will share my experience for when I used to homeschool with free resources. So first I'm gonna list the big ones, the ones that cover at least most of the core subjects. First, there's MobyMax. This is an online curriculum and it is actually used in some public schools. This curriculum is complete, meaning it covers all of the core subjects, and there are both free and paid options on their website. Next is Easy Peasy All-in-One Homeschool. This is a website and it consists of an online Christian-based curriculum, and it does cover all core subjects. I did notice that on the website, she does say that she encourages short lessons, and I do believe it is coming from a Charlotte Mason-inspired method of homeschooling. Speaking of Charlotte Mason, another option is Ambleside Online. I personally have a lot of experience with Ambleside Online. This is a Charlotte Mason Christian curriculum. On the website, it consists of a schedule and a list of materials that you need, but they have developed the whole schedule for multiple terms per year. It's really in-depth. They do use free domain books as much as possible, so even the texts that the curriculum recommends don't necessarily cost you anything. Something to keep in mind with Ambleside Online is that it does not cover foreign language or math, so you will need to find other curriculum for that. Last but not least, I wanted to also mention here Khan Academy. Khan Academy is really easy to use. Anyone can use it. It's free, it's video-based online, and you basically just create an account and go. They have structured it so that you can create accounts for your students and they kind of just go as they need to, or you can even just make it so that you as the parent are facilitating the lessons with them. Next, I wanted to list some other free resources that are not curriculums, nothing complete, they don't cover most of the core subjects, but these are individual resources that you can use for individual subjects. The first one I wanted to talk about is Homeschool Science Club. This is a YouTube channel that's really great by a man named John Stanton. We've had the chance to talk to him on our podcast about how to make science fun, because that's what he does in his YouTube videos. And the cool thing about Homeschool Science Club is that he actually offers free worksheets available on his website that accompany the lessons in his YouTube videos. So that is a great free resource. Everything is completely free that he offers, and it's also just so much fun. For math, a really great free resource is Math Enhancement Program. This is a website. It also goes by the name of MEP, and it's a math curriculum developed in the UK and is available for free for anybody. And fun little fact, this was actually the first math curriculum I ever used with my kindergartner in our first year homeschooling several years ago. So I have personal experience with it. I thought it was really great, and I'll talk more about my experience using free homeschool resources towards the end of this video. The last great free resource that I do want to mention is Duolingo. Duolingo teaches foreign language and it's free. It's available in an app or it's web-based. And it seems to be really, really in-depth, and I've had good experiences with this one as well. So in addition to resources that cover certain subjects, there are also other resources you can use to either supplement your existing curriculum or kind of just use as a trial while you're still figuring out how you want to homeschool. So I will list those now. There is a website called Freedom Homeschooling. It's really, really cool if you're looking for anything free online for homeschool. It has everything broken down by subject, and you can go to all the different resources that they list for each subject or for whatever you need in order to homeschool for free. So check that one out if you just want like a huge master list of free homeschool resources. Also, you may have heard of Evan-Moor. They are typically a workbook company, so typically they offer, workbooks you pay for, but they do have a bunch of free sample worksheets available on their website. So check that out because they cover, their workbooks cover all the subjects pretty much. So they have so many different samples on there that you can pick and choose from, and maybe it'll make you fall in love with their workbooks for later. And lastly, I wanted to mention Teachers Pay Teachers. This is a website in which educators upload their creations to share with other people. So typically they are paid, but you can do a search and filter for only free items. And there are routinely tons of different free resources on there that people are offering out of the kindness of their hearts. So these are different worksheets that you can use for all different subjects. And these are by typically actual credentialed teachers. So that's always something to keep in mind. Now, homeschooling for free sounds really ideal, doesn't it? Oh, I can do this for free. I don't have to pay for anything. But that's not necessarily the case. And I wanted to give you guys a few pointers about homeschooling for free and how it actually works in reality. With free curriculum, free doesn't always mean free. What I mean by that is typically there are other costs associated with using free curriculum, such as printer ink and paper if the free curriculum is available as a download online. This is, using other school supplies like pencils, erasers, art supplies, anything like that. Another thing is that a lot of free curriculum are web-based, so you need the use of a tablet or a computer, so you need to have one of those on hand as well. And then also some of these free options do have some subscription fees that they incur as you use them later on, or a better version is available if you pay for it. So those are just some of the things to think about as far as actual cost of homeschooling for free. Free doesn't always mean free. Also, you sometimes get what you pay for. Some of these free curriculums are not robust enough to be used as your sole curriculum, or there are typos or inaccuracies in them. Another thing to consider if you are someone who likes to follow standards is they may not be following actual academic standards that are for your state. So just keep that in mind when you're using a free curriculum, that it might not be exactly what your child actually needs. So in my experience with using free curriculum, the free stuff really only works best if you're using it temporarily. For example, I used MEP, or Math Enhancement Program, one of the resources I just mentioned earlier, for my first year homeschooling my kindergartner. I really liked it. I think it went really well. She enjoyed it. There were lots of pictures, but it did require me to print out a lot of stuff every day for us to do our lessons. And I ended up going with primary mathematics, which is something that Stacey had recommended to me, and I've stuck with ever since then, and it's worked great. So I used it temporarily, but in all honesty, if I hadn't started primary mathematics, then I would probably still be using MEP because I really had no complaints with it, and it was free. So that's just something that to consider when thinking about free curriculum is you might want to just start out with it, see what you like, see what you don't like, and then apply those standards of yours with your curriculum to the curriculum you choose in the future. But of course, I stand by my proclamation that you can really homeschool for free, or at least very close to free. Utilize your local library. A lot of areas have homeschool lending libraries. Enroll in a charter school if that's an option for you in your area. Take a look at all of the free resources in your area and don't be afraid to use them. Remember, when choosing any curriculum, you don't have to marry yourself to any curriculum choices you make now. You can choose something and then make adjustments later. It's not a huge deal. So check out all the free resources, see what you like, see what you don't like, and then go from there. And really quick, I wanted to mention that I do have a whole blog post on how to homeschool for free that has all of these resources I listed and more. So I will link to that in the description below. And also, I will be making a top free homeschool resources video at a later date. So let me know if you're interested in that one. See you next time.